Hello everyone, welcome back to pianointrigues.com with me Ezekiel, a place where we learn, we improve and we grow. So today guys, I want to delve into the very foundational point of knowing piano. I want to do a very basic, the very beginning of how to play the piano. Assumably you meet with the piano and don't know how to go about it. So how do you begin? How do you begin to play the piano? Of course, the right way, because there's also beginning on how to play the piano the wrong way. But today I want to give you the very basic principle that we need to learn the piano, to come from the very scratch to any level that you like to. So first things first, for anyone who has never met the piano and you're meeting this piano for the very first time, allow me to tell you that this piano has got 12 keys. 12 keys, and these are the keys: C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, and B. So basically, this is the piano. You realize that the other stuffs are just replication of this, just to bring in the highness and the lowness of voice, so that when you are at this point it's very low and at this point it's very high. And basically this is the piano. This is the piano. So that is the very first thing you need to know. You don't need to get scared when you see a lot of keys around here. This is the piano. The piano is made up of 12 keys. And as I've told you, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. That is when you are going in. That's when we are naming them in the forward order. In the backward order, this is B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, and C. Sometimes this key here is called C flat. Definitely, although it's not really widely known, but you will find this B is a C flat kinda. It's a C flat key. Come on, you can leave that one. You can leave that one for me. Leave that one for me. So basically, that's the piano. When you are naming it in the backward order, the black are sharps. When we are naming them in the backward order, these blacks, they become flats. And when you hear someone saying that I'm playing the key of G flat, actually G flat is basically the F sharp. Yes, or F flat. F flat is simply A sharp. B flat simply A sharp. So that is the first step. And the second step, from there, then we need to learn what we call scales. So how do you come up with scales? Because it's from the scales that we shall obtain chords. Now, just as much as there are 12 keys, then we shall also have 12 scales. Because from the 12 scales, I mean, like if I say 12 scales, I mean every key has got its scale. So I have a scale for C, a scale for C sharp, a scale for D, a scale for D sharp, a scale for E, all the way to a scale of B. Because now from the scales, once you identify the scales of a particular key, then we are able to formulate or come up with chords. Now, and that's where now the whole starts. That's where it all begins with piano, knowing the scales. Because once you understand the scales, because when in the understanding of the scales, there's the concept we call the number system. The number system. Once you understand the number system of a particular scale, then you are on the right track. But let me mention this even before you go ahead. For us to understand the concept of coming up with scales, and then allow me to say that we have to appreciate the fact of these two terminologies: full tone and a semitone. Full tone and a semitone. Full tone and a semitone. That's number one. Number two, allow me mention that every key has 7 subdivisions. So we are going to have numbers 1 to 7. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7 for every key. That's very important. Once we understand that, then I think, okay, once we understand that, first, the concept of the scales comes from the concept of understanding the semitone and the full tone on the piano notes. Number two, that every key or every scale of a particular key has got 7 subdivisions. And I promise you before this tutorial end, we shall have seen how those 7s are coming up. Then the third thing I want to mention is that from note number 1 to note number 2, we have a full tone. Note number 2 to note number 3 is a full tone. Note number 3 to note number 4 is a semitone. Note number 4 to note number 5 is a full tone. Note number 5 to note number 6 is a full tone. Note number 6 to note number 7 is a full tone. Note number 7 to our number 1 or number 8, that is, it is a semitone. So you realize on a particular key there are only 2 instances where we have semitones. That's when you're moving from note 4, note 3 to note 4, then note 7 to note 1 or to note 8. I repeat again. From note 1 to note 2 is a full tone. Note 2 to note 3 is a full tone. Note 3 to note 4 is a semitone. Note 4 to note 5 is a full tone. Note 5 to note 6 is a full tone. Note 6 to note 7 is a full tone. And then note 7 to 1, or which you also call it 8, is a semitone. Now, this is a C note. So when I talk about notes, I'm simply meaning that. So this is a C note. This is a D sharp note. That's a note. That's a note. That is a note. That is an F note. That is an F sharp note. And so many. So when I talk about note, hope now we are moving together, we are flowing together. Now, once you understand that kind of breakdown, then my friend, I can tell you for free, you are good to go. You are good to go. Now, let us demonstrate. When do we say that I have a semitone and when do we say that I have a full tone? So let me take a case example of key C. So this is the key C. So I want to come up with a scale of key C. Key C. So I said that every scale has got 7 subdivisions or 8 subdivisions, depending on how I want to name it, because eventually the 8 becomes the 1, as we shall be seeing in the progress of this video. Now, I want to come up with the scale of C major. C major. C major scale. So how do we go about it? Hope you remember what I just did say, what I broke down a few minutes ago. So I said, okay, when I move from this C note to this C sharp note, that distance is called a semitone. From here to here is a semitone. From C sharp to a D is a semitone. Guys, hope you are seeing this. From C note to a C sharp note is a semitone. From a C sharp note to a D note is again a semitone. But from a C to a D is a full tone. And why are we calling it a full tone? because there are two semitones. From C to C sharp, semitone. From C sharp to D, another semitone. So two semitones form a full tone.